among ourselves or move around while the speaker is talking, as it disturbs people around us and the speaker. If somebody has to move out during a meeting, please wait till the speaker finishes and the applause begins. I'll read the Toastmasters Club mission. We provide a supportive, positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I invite the presiding officer for today to call the meeting to order. Every week I give you some tidbit about the presiding officer. So I asked the presiding officer what did he do in the last couple of weeks that we have not met. And he's done very great achievement. I think it's one of his milestones. He loves bicycle riding, which like most of us know. And he drove all the way to Khopoli on last Saturday and back 155 kilometers. A big hand.
Thank you, Komal. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. Welcome to meeting number 228, which I declare open. Attitude of gratitude, something that I read today. What is it? We have heard about it. All of us have heard about it somewhere or the other. But the reason why I had to read it is because my daughter wanted to write something about it as part of her school assignment. And that is when I realized that attitude of gratitude is just the habit that we cultivate to thank the Lord, thank anyone and everyone for every small thing in the step of the way. I have always believed in, asking Kavya to use sorry, please, and thank you as much as possible. But today, after reading this, I realized that it is necessary to thank people every step of the way. As Robin Sharma said, everyone has a label on their skin that says, press me for appreciation. So next time you see someone doing something very small, do remember to thank that person. It could be someone, a man who comes as we vacate the room, like the men standing down as we enter our names in the register. Could be a receptionist at the office. Anyone and everyone deserves a thank you. It will make their day, and it costs us nothing. So next time you see someone doing something small for you, remember, please thank them. With this, let's get on with the business for today. We have to induct some new members. So may I first invite Mohsin, Saurabh and Dexter to come up, please. They have begun their journey as Toastmasters and would like to induct them. I'm pleased to have the occasion to induct 3 new members of the Bombay Toastmasters Club. Individuals come to Toastmasters to improve their communication and leadership skills. We have the opportunity to help them achieve their goals. I ask our new members to come forward, raise their right hand, and respond with I do as I read out the Toastmasters promise. Raise your right hand, please. To attend the club meetings regularly. To prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program. To prepare for and fully fulfill meeting assignments. To provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations. To help the club maintain a positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. To treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy. To to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers. To adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs. To act within Toastmasters' core values of integrity, respect, service and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. Congratulations. You have now been formally inducted into Toastmasters. All members of this club reiterate our commitment and promise to help you. The promise to you to help you to learn and grow. I'd like to hand over the manuals to you. See a lot of guests today. May I request one of you all to come up, tell us your name and what brings you here. Just to speak for half a minute.
Good evening, my name is Ratan Shetty. I am a member of Bangalore Toastmasters Club. So pleasure to be here and to learn as Toastmasters.
Thank you. At Toastmasters, we have a convention of handing over and taking control by shaking hands. Thank you. Someone from this side? Yes, ma'am. Dr. Jinesh Mehta.
Dr. Jinesh Mehta, I am a member of Bombay Toastmasters. I stay very close by, but unfortunately I have never been able to attend this club. So I just thought that today, come what may, I am going to attend this club. That's what I am doing.
Can I have a lady, please? Yes, please.
Hello everybody, my name is Rupali Varun. I'm from Bangalore Toastmasters Club. I just came here to learn how you all come here and present yourself. So thank you very much.
Looks like we have all Toastmasters coming today. Yeah, genuine guest. Shilpa.
I'm Shilpa, I'm a gentleman Toastmaster guest. So when you ask me what brings me here, it's my nervousness. I'm very nervous in public speaking. My intention is to sort of take over my nervousness so that I can concentrate on speaking in front of others. Besides this, I'm a writer, former journalist, and an upcoming stand-up comedian. And overall, I'm a mother of two things.
Genuine guest. Genuine.
Hi Toastmasters, this is Vaibhav, and I sort of enjoy public speaking, so I've come here to cultivate my skill better.
Thank you. With this, let me invite someone who will take us through the rest of the meeting. He is a chartered accountant by profession, but I don't know, he quit his Big Four job, okay, and is now a motivational speaker himself. He's a coach. Please welcome Toastmaster Mudit.
Thanks for the introduction, presiding officer. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Today, Yeah, today sometimes life throws at us situations which we have no choice but to endure. For example, a terrible Toastmaster of the day. But most of the times in life, when adversity faces you, you have two options, either to endure or end. And there is one person in this room who, whenever was faced with an adversity, or at least once in their life when he was faced with an adversity, he did not end but endured, and that one person is you. So with this theme today, stick through it, my inspiration is that if you look around ourselves, I mean some people are already looking around themselves, but if we look around ourselves, we don't need to go for inspiration to the spokesperson or sportsperson in the West or the monks or gurus in the East. The people around us, these seemingly ordinary people, have all had some of the other extraordinary adversity that they faced through the power of perseverance. And with this, we will introduce the theme of the day, Stick Through It, which exhibits the power of perseverance in the lives of seemingly ordinary people. The first role player who exhibited this virtue in his life, and when I asked him, when was it that you faced an adversity and you came over it, he said that he wanted to work in a particular company. And when he went for the interview, they told him that, listen, your credentials don't match to the requirements of the job, so you can leave. Now, he did not have enough money to go ahead and pursue a certification. And so he worked in another company for 4 months, got the necessary amount, educated himself, went back to the same company, worked there, and then left. This person is none other than our next role player, the all-rounder, Sora.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and my duty as part of the is to listen attentively to each speaker, make a note of the following used by the speaker. The French sounds filler words, but, like, so, okay, filler phrases, and so, etc. Extremely long pauses. When called upon, the court will give an account of these speaking errors. Thank you.
He's a very sweet Toastmaster who's taken one of the most dreaded roles in the meeting today. That role is of the grammarian. May I please welcome on stage Toastmaster Ashwarya.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, members and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything said during the meeting and to note and report any particularly effective usage of grammar or grammatically incorrect speech during the meeting. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to present the word of the day. So for today's meeting, the word of the day is massive and not massive. The meaning of it is to celebrate with extra legend public demonstration. And the example to use the word is, today we would be celebrating the victory of our new ex-com with massive. All the role players and table topic speakers, including the guests, are encouraged to use the word of the day during the speech. I will give the word of the day report and the grammatically report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Our next role player, asked him about the power of persistence and perseverance, and when does he stick to? He said that he's a long-distance marathon runner, and I said, when I'm a long-distance runner, I keep running away from my responsibilities. But he said, well, listen, I'm very serious about my craft, and there have been moments in the marathons that I felt like I would not be able to complete it, but that's when I reminded myself in my mind that I will stick through it. With the power of persistence, he's completed many such races. The timer for the day, Toastmaster Mohsen.
Good evening, everyone.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As trainer, my duty is to try to prepare speeches, table topic speeches and speech evaluations during this meeting. When a speaker reaches the middle of time allotted, I will display the green card. When a speaker reaches the midpoint of the time range allotted, I will display the yellow card. And when a speaker reaches the end of his allotted time, I will display the red card. The speaker has 30 seconds space time before the green or after the red card is to end the speech in order to qualify for the I will report qualifying times and called for. Thank you for your
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohsen. So for the uninitiated, the meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first section is going to be the prepared speeches section. Then we're going to have the table topic section for which you will be briefed. And finally, we're going to be having the evaluation section of the meeting. To commence the first section of the meeting, that is the prepared speeches round, may I please ask evaluator Pankaj to tell us the speech objectives.
Good evening, Toastmasters and welcome guests. Today, my target speaker is going to present this project number 2, that's organize your speech. The objectives are select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting materials, directly contributing to the message. Number 3, use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. And the last objective is create a strong opening and conclusion. Timing 5-7 minutes for the best.
Thank you, Master Pankaj. I and many who I know, when we were students, we dreaded studies, but still somehow we stuck to it. But this particular Toastmaster, he loved his studies, but for some reasons, due to his family, he was being forced to work and he had to earn the bread and butter for his family. But through the power of persistence and perseverance, this person did a part-time job, did 2 degrees, and finally he's here, survived to tell the tale. The next Toastmaster speaker, Toastmaster Sachin, with his speech, I will tell you the way, Toastmaster Sachin.
I will tell you the way you had given me one speech on BTM was pathetic. My inner voice shouted on me with judgmental anger. Ice from the icebreaker became water with heat of my frustration. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Advice is a guidance or recommendation given with regards to product action. Yes, it was an advice given by my P1 speech. After delivering my P1 speech, that you could have done much more better, you could have done much more practice. That was the advice revolving in my mind. In addition to that, the feedback slips which I received from all dear my Toastmaster, I hadn't slept for that night. The feedback slip from Mr. Manish Kamdar. You should drive bicycle every morning for half an hour. In the morning, you have to, you will get good ideas on how to write the speech. Next feedback slip, which I received from Mr. Sunil Agrawal. He said, Sachin, you should always wear, coat by delivering your don't put your finger in your nose and press very Mom shouted on me with her caring voice. This was the first advice which I received when I started my journey in this beautiful advisory world. This beautiful advisory world started pouring number of advice time to time on me, which sometimes helped me and sometimes drowned me in a well. I still remember that incident when I was in 5th standard. between us. And that argument went to an extent that we started fighting with each other. And during that battle, you won't believe, I bite him on his face. And that bite was so extreme, so intensive. So starting from my teacher, my principal, my parents, his parents, shouted on me with frightened advice. And that incident made me an obedient child. During my college, it was time to take a love advice from our beloved friends. This type of advice are, special one. Everyone like to have it, but it is very difficult to implement. I still remember the program which ran on the Radio City, Love Guru. I was a damn fan of that program. But unfortunately, the advice which given by Love Guru and by my friends has not worked for me because I have not proposed any single girl during my college life. The journey of advice continues. See, there are two types of advice primarily. The advice which gives by one person to another person, which might or might not help to the person who is seeking an advice. And the other one is the one where person advises his own mind or his own soul for his benefit. If you compare between these two advices, you will come to know that the advice given by your own mind, your own soul is far more effective and efficient. Take an example of the advice which is mentioned on the packet of cigarette. It is clearly mentioned that smoking is injurious to health. But how many of us follow it? At the same time, if chain smoker, if the advice is mine that I want to quit the smoking, it is very dangerous to my health. Pure determination, he can quit the smoking, isn't it? There are some interesting advice I like to share with all of you. There are some mandatory society imposed advice like you have to wear certain types of clothes during certain occasion. Like in marriage you can't go with the with the clothes you supposed to wear during funeral. Or in funeral you can't go with the hanky-panky clothes, isn't it? There are some rule and regulatory advice like you have to wear helmet while riding the bike. You have to put the seat belt while driving a four-wheeler. So there are some advices, right? The most interesting advice is marriage advice. How many of you are bachelors here? Okay, so you are on the age of receiving a most dangerous, most interesting advice, that is marriage advice. Giving someone a marriage advice like it's giving a check of crore rupees without signature on it. Okay, you accept that check with a cute smile on your face, but soon you realize that you can't deposit that check in your thought process of bank, right? One more incident I like to share with all of you. In 11/2017, this conference has really changed my perception toward my journey as a Toastmaster. I still remember that traffic night when all the Toastmasters had come under one roof to enjoy and relax. When we finished our moment of happiness, me and Atul were just returning back to the home, and we were just discussing how's the overall feedback about the 11/2017. Atul also was sharing with me how he has traveled to the journey of the Toastmaster. Then suddenly he asked me one question which really shook my head. He said, Sachin, what I have observed, you have not taken up your journey of Toastmaster very seriously. Why don't you try some role in our ExCom committee? So that advice has helped me. On the next day morning, I called Manish everyone's life. Follow it rigorously. Over to you.
Thanks for your advice, sir. Everybody please take a minute to give some advice to Sachin on this stick of paper. Let us hand it over to you. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So when I asked the next speaker about his story, how he stuck to it, I received or I heard one of the most riveting stories that I've ever heard. This person was a cricket fan. In his own words, cricket was his religion. In 1998, he had a severe bike accident in which he had fractured his leg. And for 11 surgeries he survived. For 1.5 years he was on physiotherapy, and he was dreaming only about one thing, on when he would be able to play cricket again. For the next 4 years he tried to walk, jump and run, and finally, through the power of persistence, he was able to play cricket. And not only that, he also won the man of the match. I really salute Toastmasters Nimesh, who will come to speak next, not just for his power of persistence, but also because the only way I can get the man of the match if all the other players are women. Put your hands together for Toastmaster Nimesh. Self-discipline, Toastmaster Nimesh.
10 years back, in 2007, I weighed 98 kgs and had a waistline about 40 inches. Frequently I had health disorders like acidity, heartburn, headache, and digestive disorders. Friends used to make fun of me. Today I weigh 74 kgs and have a waistline of 33 inches. And for the last 9 years, I have been between 72 and 77 kgs. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, what led to this transformation? Frankly, I tried everything under the sun, the cabbage diet, the GM diet. I used the Herbalife powders to lose weight. I used the heat belts to put around my waist to see if I can come down. And guess what? It all worked for 1-2 weeks and I was excited. But at the end of the month, when I used to weigh myself again, I found I was 1 kg more than when I started. Then I decided to join gym, paid for 1 year, for 2-3 weeks, treat the gym like, there's nothing doing other than that. And after 3 weeks I weighed myself, I found it's about 3 kgs lost. Little did I know then that losing weight, 75% is food habits and 25% is exercise habits. When my friends asked me, what is that one single thing that made the biggest difference in your losing weight? And my answer is self-discipline. This quote of Albert Hoover struck me so hard, and you just pick this up, you all will significantly benefit. He said, self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. And with that, I ended up with this at yoga ashram. I'm frustrated. I ended up at yoga ashram in Santa Cruz. And the transformation happened to me in one of the Sunday morning satsangs, which was about health and happiness. The 4 things I learned there, and I want to share with each one of you. The first thing, the yoga teacher told us, if you have a 5 kilo washing machine, and if you put 7 kilo clothes, how will the wash it? And the answer was, the clothes will not get washed properly, the machine will not function, it will stop. Great. Okay, now, in the same 5 kilo, now put just 3 kilos or 4 kilos. How will the washing be there? And the answer, it will be very nice, the dirt will get cleaned, the machine will not stop, and it will work seamlessly. Great. Then he said, your stomach is nothing but a half kilo or 1 kilo washing machine. Every time you stuff more than its capacity, it will always find difficult to digest and naturally will get weight around the stomach. Second, to highlight the quality of food, she invited a lady participant and told her to break a maida roti which was lying for actually had to put pressure to break that maida roti into smaller pieces. To that, the yoga teacher said, imagine this roti, which you find so difficult to break, if it goes into small intestine, how difficult it gets to digest the maida roti or the pizza or the burgers, which we eat so often nowadays. The third thing she said is to, in the timeliness of food, she said, have 6 to 8 meals in a day, but most importantly, finish your last meal 4 hours before you go to sleep. Initially I resisted, I said 4 hours before 7 o'clock, you're talking to have the dinner in Bombay, how is it possible? I stick to it, the discipline, and I started practicing eating before 7:30 a.m. every day. Today 90% of the time I finish my meal before 7:30. And I must say this one self-discipline of eating before 7:30 helped me lose 4 kgs in the first month of program itself. The fourth piece, she said, you should exercise, you should, you do yoga, run or play for at least 45 minutes, practically for 4 days a week. Don't like be too ambitious. So great. I could never get up for exercising, and therefore I said, let me play a sport. Playing a sport, picking up a cycling, helped me get up in the morning, something I could never do when I used to go for, put for gym classes, exorbitant money which I paid. To sum up, frankly, I tried every possible diet and exercise program for a length of time until I realized that none of them work for the long term. That I decided to change my lifestyle and become self-disciplined. To all those here who wish to really I recommend the 4 principles which I said of the self-discipline of eating 6 to 8 meals, having your last meal before 7:30 p.m., having quality and protein food, or drinking 8 to 12 glasses minimum of water every day, and have 45 minutes of exercise or play for 4 days in a week. This act of sticking through the program of self-discipline in that 1 year made me lose 24 kgs, and I was 74 after about 14 or 15 months. And the best part is all these 9 years I've never been, between 72 and 77 kgs. And the best part of it is I haven't seen a doctor in the last 9 years. In my speech, self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise, the stronger it gets. Thank you.
For the record, the speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nivedita. Please take 30 seconds to fill your feedback for Toastmaster Nivedita. Next speech is a P6 speech. Toastmaster Natarajan, could you please read the speech objectives, please?
So the speaker is presenting project 6 from the competitive communication manual, vocal variety, the objectives of which are use voice, volume, pitch, rate and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message. Use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. Time 5 to 7 minutes on this.
Next speaker, he's a practicing chartered accountant. He has been actively involved in Toastmaster district level activities, and wherever I go I seem to find him, so I don't know how he finds time and how he has discipline to be everywhere at the same point in time for some magical reason. Without much ado, the next speaker, Toastmaster Nishan, 60 seconds. 60 seconds, Toastmaster Nishan.
Trying to wait. I think I should take it and start my speech. Good morning, friends. It was morning in California when I was going there. My family dropped me at the venue and they were looking at me. I said, "Bye, go." Before I start my skydiving, you should leave. 3 flights, 7 instructors, 7 people in one flight, 7 madmen including me. I was in a place of 43 strangers. I was thinking, what the hell am I doing? What I'm doing, why? I'm trying something, an insane thing, a suicidal sports like skydive, 30,000 square feet. And what if I do? Then I realized the law of gravity says, whatever go up has to come down. So it's definitely I'm going to come down. That my life, I don't know. Okay, that's it. Then I realized I need to do it. Waiting nervously and anxious for my number. And there was a text on my shoulder. Michael, hi, I'm Michael. Yes. Let's get up for your skydive. I took a look at this thing. Back. Looking like a school kid and trying to see. Yes, Michael? You look nervous. First time? Yes. And skydive? Yeah. You're nervous? Yes, I'm nervous. Smile. You need to give a photograph for the skydive. I'm looking at a school kid and trying to again. I thought I should call my wife and say, I'm coming back. But then, no, I did not get to go. Your time is going to come. Be calm, be relaxed. Keep your jacket on and be there. I look at the screen, waiting for my number to come. 1, 2, 3, third flight. 12 number, that's fine. I click the foot and send it to my friend. 3 a.m. in the night. I have a friend of bad people still not sleeping in the night. He messaged me, Nishan, it's your day. 24th May, 12 number, third flight, and 12 p.m. is your time. I'm a tackle reader and a numerologist for that. It works for me, 369. It's 228, it ranges up to 12. I'm the third speaker, so it has to go good. Let's see. When nervous, like that, all set to go. This numerology helped me to have some confidence in me. And I was all geared up, standing here. I remember the singing from the birthday. This is something I never did, but I need to do that day because it's something I'm trying for the first time, 30,000 square feet. If 30,000 something is not lucky for me, it's 4. But still, let me try it. And I climbed the stairs of the flight. And Michael was saying, smile, the camera on. I paid for it, so I thought I would smile. Look good in your pics. And we were in the sky, about the stars, feeling it down. So beautiful, the sky. But there was a cloud, I couldn't see anything else. 1, 2, 3. I'm the fourth person. My second pushing. I'm getting to the hall of the and I reach and and he said, go, Nishan, go. And I was like, okay. I jumped myself there. With my eyes closed. Panic, nervous. The entire flashback of my 3 decades in my life. In front of my eyes. I remember my family, my friends, my Toastmasters. I remember having an interview with Arvind 2 days. And a pieces of my schools. Just thinking, I am doing this. Suddenly I realized It's not my instructor who's going to get me sail through this. It's my heart and my self-love, self-confidence, which is going to help me achieve this. It was a feeling of self. I realized how much I love my family, my friends, and Toastmasters. Still in our flight, in the floating in the sky, calm and not nervous. With a pleasant smile, I looked down. It's scary, yeah, I don't want to do it. And then passing one more suddenly, I'm in a cab from Michael says, stretch your hands, smile. Yes, looking good. Not feeling nice. It's awesome. It's something I want to do for a long time. I believe you can do this only if you love something. The 60 seconds of my life in the sky floating around, I realized that you can achieve anything in life if you love yourself and if you have that confidence in yourself. No one else can help you achieve that. Not your instructor and no one else. Because your instructor is just helping you guide your system. But he says, so if you want to achieve something in life, first love yourself so you can fly high. Over to you.
Please take 20 seconds to give your feedback to Toastmaster Vishnu. The next speech is an advanced level speech. I request Toastmaster Bhushan to please read out the speech.
The speaker is attending from ACD Annual Special Occasion Speeches, Mastering the Toast. The objectives of this speech are recognize the characteristics of a toast, represent a toast on the occasion or a person, time 2 to 3 minutes.
I read this very terrible joke online, but I'll be forced to share it right now. That joke was, how do you know if a person is a chartered accountant? He tells you. It's terrible, right? I felt that too. But when I asked a chartered accountant, what has been your phase of persistence and how did you get over it? How did you stay through it? It was obvious he had to narrate something which related to his CA studies phase. So he went back into when he was writing the CA final paper, and when he looked at the paper, he thought he knew nothing. And in the first hour, he spent outside, looking outside the window, looking at the sinking sun and imagining that's how his career is going to sink. But in the second hour of the paper, he somehow came back up, started to plan what is it that he can do to pass the finish line, to pass the passing line. And in the third hour, he did whatever he could and survived to tell the tale to become a chartered accountant. He is the director of a consulting firm today by day and one of the funniest Toastmasters I know by evening. The next Toastmaster, the next speaker, Toastmaster Neerav, who will be raising a toast to the marriage of Raj and Simran. Toastmaster Neerav.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I please request everyone to assemble this side. I would like to raise a toast on the occasion of marriage of Raj with Simran. Give our best wishes to the occasion. I know Raj and Simran since about 5 years now. They have been my colleagues. I had the occasion to witness their budding love. Initially, I used to sympathize both of them because I felt that clients are keeping them busy on the phone throughout the day. Little did I knew that both of them are talking to each other. A simple and calm Raj on one hand and stylish and talkative Simran on the other hand. Looks so filmy combination. But believe me, it kind of reaffirms our belief that opposite poles do attract each other. I still remember our river rafting trip where both of you went on a long kayak ride. I feel proud to have organized that trip. As I am talking, I can vividly see picture of your playful days, and the list would just go on and on. While I am not a creative person, I have composed a small poem for the occasion. I hope both of you like the poem. Please note that this is the only gift I got for both of you today. So here it goes. Marriage is a beautiful journey of two souls in one life. Raj and Simran, both of you look great as husband and wife. I am sure your marriage will be as beautiful, just like you both. Sweet bells will begin to ring as soon as you take ceremonial oath. We wish wonderful and exciting time in your new role. Remember, India needs to overtake China. Hope that will be your new goal. Romeo and Juliet also used to have sweet fight. You simply need to check 3 words. You are right. Raj, this one is for you. I wish you all the happiness of the world in no time. Remember, missing a function at in-laws place is world's biggest crime. Simran, this one is for you. If there are utensils at home, it will definitely make noise. Whether it is an ugly sound or soothing music will be your own choice. So, with this, the simple message is, I am sure both of you would enjoy this journey and would paint beautiful memories in colorful pages of your life. Like any other journey, this journey too may have small obstacles or unanticipated challenges. But you would agree, all of us like movies that are not predictable. In video games, in fact, crossing those small milestones get you those extra bonus points. So the message is, stay focused, look at the larger picture. We wish both of you wonderful years of companionship. Cherish every single moment of your life that is awaiting you. All the best.
Please take 30 seconds to give your feedback to Toastmaster here. Request Toastmaster Mohsin to please present the timer's report.
Toastmaster Sachin took 7 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Nimesh 6 minutes. Toastmaster Nishant 6 minutes 46 seconds. Last Toastmaster Neerav 3 minutes 7 seconds.
So, of the 4 speakers, only 3 qualify for your vote. That is Toastmaster Nimesh, Toastmaster Nishan, and Toastmaster Neerav. You would have a small slip at your disposal. Request you to write the name of your favorite prepared speaker here. With this, we come to the end of the prepared speeches section. The next section will be conducted by a Toastmaster. And when I asked him about his story of persistence and how he stuck to it, he told me that he was in a new city, and to add to it, he had a very bad fracture. He was low on money, low on friends and family. But the friends and family he had came together and somehow they pushed through it. And I'm so inspired by Toastmaster Neerav that I have a poem to tell you guys. This person had a fracture, he has been through hell. Welcome with a round of applause, Toastmaster Maxwell.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, as a table topics master, I would like to assist you all to do impromptu speaking. Toastmasters challenges its members to develop impromptu communication skills. Particularly, when you get a topic, you will have to listen carefully. I will be reading out the topic twice. After listening to the topic, you will have to think about it and organize your speech and deliver. So, all the best. And before we begin, I would like to invite the timer of the day to read out the timing guidelines.
The speaker is allotted between 1 to 2 minutes and has to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. When the speaker reaches 1 minute, I will take the green card. When the speaker reaches 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will take the yellow card. When the speaker reaches 2 minutes, I will display the red card. The speaker has 30-second grace time after the red card is displayed to end the speech in order to qualify for the vote. I will report qualifying times in vote. Thank you. Over to you, Mr.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when we begin, I'll be calling out, you can always volunteer. So, we are going to start at the chits with me and you can pick up one. So, one Toastmaster, please. Yes. You'll have to please tell me your name.
My name is Abhishek.
Thank you, Umesh. Pick up a chit. You'll have to. Toastmaster Umesh. A person who stuck with me through the difficult times. A person who stuck with me through the difficult times. Toastmaster Umesh.
A person who stuck with me in a difficult times. It happens many times. I stuck with myself in a difficult times. Like this moment, I'm started, okay, why I have raised my hands? Because I'm not able to crack any story at this point in time, but it's good this sort of moment has been given. I remember the day when I was thinking in the morning whether I should come in this Toastmaster or not, because it's too far from my home. I stay towards this church gate side, but Dr. Dinesh gave enthusiasm to me saying that, okay, you have to come here, even though it will take 1.5 hours, but you have to come here and it will be quite a learning. So that's why I've come here. So every moment, every time you get to start. And again, when I was going for this movement, I stuck with my wife. She was saying, look, take me to the mall. Why are you going to attend the Toastmasters? So I said, no, I have given a promise to doctor, so I will come and be stuck with this popular Toastmaster. So that's why I come here. And many, many thanks for giving me this opportunity. I will now coming here and getting stuck here. Thank you.
Another Toastmaster, please. Toastmaster Pradesh, good things to happen takes time. Good things to happen takes time. Toastmaster Pradesh.
So well, it's Pradesh, and that's the good thing that it takes some time, right? So hi, hello everybody, my name is Pradesh. Obviously, I'm a little nervous to come on the stage on an impromptu. Good things do take time, and I do strongly And I do believe that there's a long journey for me to, and it's been a long journey watching him go to the stages that he's already gone to. It's taken a while, and yes, I do believe that the end result is going to be awesome. So yes, while you're in that journey, there are moments that you feel maybe this could have been done a little better. But I believe that as you go along this journey and as the steps go along, there would be moments where things can be done better, can be done different, can be done maybe in a much more organized manner. Nonetheless, getting there, doing there, being there, and sort of experiencing all is what it's all about. So I do believe good things take time, and for me, that good thing is my son. Thank you.
But call out one guest, please. Yeah, go ahead. Champion trains, losers complain. Champion trains, losers complain.
Hello everyone, my name is Kapil Dev and it's my second time here at the Toastmasters. So my topic is champions trains, losers complain. As my name suggests, recently we have lost in the Champions Trophy final, and if you have watched the post-match interview of our captain Virat Kohli, he said that we take this lose on chin and we will move ahead. And by saying this, he has the evidence as well, because in recently concluded test series against Australia, we have lost first match. In fact, we have lost by very much margin, and at the same after that match as well, in the post-match presentation ceremony, he said the same thing, that we accept this loss and we will take it on our chin and we will move ahead. So that's the way champion people take the losses, learn from them and move ahead, and the next time whenever they win, they show that whatever we have learned in the loss, it was very beneficial for us. Thanks.
Another Toastmaster, please. Toastmaster Prashant, don't work until you are tired. Work until you are done. Don't work until you are tired. Work until you are done. Toastmaster Prashant.
Such a nice topic. 2 minutes is really very less. If you look at the impact of this topic, it recalls me, I'm a follower of Lord Krishna. If you just think, I would like to take you all to almost 5,000 years ago, when there was just imagine there's a battlefield going on in Mahabharata, and Arjun is really thinking of quitting. Oh, I can't kill my cousins, I can't kill my relatives. They all are my, ultimately we are the same blood. How can I do this? I'm really so. And the rest is the history, which has really given us a
wonderful message by Lord Krishna as a Gita. He has very clearly said that Arjuna, it's not that you are trying to justify yourself by saying that they are my cousins or they are my brothers and uncles and all around, but you are just trying to escape. Because if over a period of time you must have killed thousands of soldiers and other people like this just in order to expand your territories or establish your strength. But here you are just giving a lame excuse by saying that I don't want to kill my own community. Because you are the responsible person to establish the victory of good over evil. So you can't escape. You cannot say that I am tired or I have done. You have to do it till you have done.
One more Toastmasters, please. Toastmaster Shiltich, for guaranteed results, stick with it. For guaranteed results, stick with it. Toastmaster Shiltich.
The reason I have stuck with Bombay Toastmasters is one day, I knew one day, Mudit will take up the role and he will get an opportunity to speak and probably win a review. That's called sticking through. Because I stuck through Bombay Toastmasters and waited for Mudit to take up a role, he usually takes all the awards. Everyone knows this? Yes. Right? Actually, I have recommended so many times he should behave like Lata Mangeshkar. Lata Mangeshkar gets any awards? Have you ever seen? No. So why should Mudit? So I stuck through it. I stuck through Bombay Toastmasters for this opportunity to speak when Lata Mangeshkar, sorry, Mudit. I'm really sorry for that. Asha Bhosle will do. Okay, so till the time Mudit did not speak or has no opportunity to speak, so that I get an opportunity to win a ribbon. I think it's a rare ribbon that you give for table topics, right? So I'm looking forward that as a gift of having stuck through Bombay Toastmasters till the time Mudit did not have the opportunity to speak, I will get red ribbon. Can I see that at least?
We have got one last slot. Please. Toastmaster Jignesh, we can do anything we want to do if we stick with it long enough. We can do anything we want to do if we stick with it long enough. Toastmaster Jignesh.
This reminds me of an incident in my own private practice. Since 1997, I am a dentist and I was doing the regular dental work that everybody used to do. Over the period of time, initially it used to give us a little excitement that we are doing something for the patients and all. But slowly it became a monotonous kind of a job. So I thought, let's not, be kind of a monotonous practitioner and let's cover some kind of innovation. So over the period of time, I ventured into newer age of dentistry, that is smile corrections and look enhancements and things like that. And finally, become more and more innovative in your kind of work that you keep on doing. And it then allowed me to venture into the area of maximization processes, which is a very, very, very different kind of a job, by which we can transform the face, the look, the voice of a person. And that was something which was absolutely marvelous. So, if I recollect the topic right, if you can really do it through innovation, if you really stick to it, and you should really love your subject and the work that you are doing, and this can really change things over the period of time. Thank you.
I would like to invite Toastmaster Moshit to read out the final report.
Toastmaster Umesh, 1 minute 14 seconds, 1/4. Toastmaster Ritesh, 1 minute 11 seconds. Kapil, 1 minute 10 seconds. Toastmaster Prashant, 1 minute 53 seconds. Toastmasters Shatij, 1 minute 23 seconds. 23. And Toastmaster Jinesh, 1 minute 30 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster. On that note, please check your voting ballots, and the second option there reads out table topic speaker. So all of them qualify, so you can select the best table topic speaker. Thank you. Go to the Toastmaster building.
Thank you, Maxwell, for that lovely section. For Toastmasters, you must have this form. Request you to please fill it there and hand it over to Sienna. No matter how persistent you are, you need a bio break. So please have a bio break. We will see each other after 5 minutes.
Thank you. I'll invite the TA to the day with this.
So we are through with the two sections of the meeting. One is the prepared speeches section, the second was conducted by Toastmaster Maxwell. That was the table topic section. Now we come to the final section of the meeting, that is the evaluation section, which is the USP of the Toastmasters program, and we will discover why and how. To conduct this session, we have a Toastmaster who, when I asked him about the story of persistence and sticking through it, he was one of the pioneers of the Toastmasters, Toastmasters Club in Muscat, in Oman. And there, because of some challenges, political challenges, they had to shut down the club. And later on, when the club was restarted, they had a lot of trouble in trying to restart the club. And at times, there had to be multiple roles, up to 4 or 5 by one person. And he's very proud to say that today that club has completed more than 400 meetings after it being here. The evaluation session, please welcome General Evaluator Toastmaster Babu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mudit, for a very generous introduction. I know I have told that to you, but I didn't expect it to come back with so much of generosity. Okay, now we have the evaluation session. For those guests who have perhaps come here for the first time and do not know much of what evaluation is, I term evaluation as a topic on the cake. And the cake is what you have tasted in the first half of the session through those wonderful speeches, both prepared speeches and table topics. And now we come to the topic which we call CRC, may think it's caramel, raspberry or chocolate. Well, as sweet as that, but we call it commend, recommend and commend. So to hear more about what the evaluations are going to be all about, let us first invite Toastmaster Pankaj Shah, who will give us the evaluation for speech number 1. A brief introduction of Toastmaster Pankaj relating to the thing when he was asked of what he did to stick it out in his life. But he said he had a very colorful life in India, a lot of attractions. No pun intended. Obviously, he was meaning family life and social life, but he had to give it all up to go to the Gulf for financial reasons. So that's Toastmaster Pankaj Shah for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very warm good evening to all of you, and special good evening to my target speaker, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin, today your project number 2, you presented very well, in a very impressive manner. I was not expecting that you would come out with so much confidence, so much humor, and the main thing that you are totally focused on the objectives of the project. That's very, very important, very crucial. Because it was organizing your speech. Whenever we come here, so our mindset should be very strong. We must know in advance that what we are going to deliver to the audience and what audience expect from us. So being a new Toastmaster, I mean, compared to me and Mr. Anish, really you did a fantastic job. Your opening was eye-catching, mind-blowing, and the project is saying that your opening should be very clear and acceptable by the audience. The audience must understand exactly what you want to express your ideas, and your transmission was very smooth time to time. And most important that your speech value. I really impressed with the speech value. You have selected the topic very well, very simple, very practical. That we should always follow the advice. We should always get the advice from the seniors, and we should always keep it up our learning process. Even today, I have been Toastmastering last 11-12 years, but still I am learning from you. Even today, I learn a lot. So let's give it round of applause. Your preparation was mind-blowing. You have really done very hard work. I can see from small eyes size that you did not sleep last night. Organization was very logical and clear. Your opening was neat to the topic, and you give a lot good example that you take the advice from Mr. Manish about cycling every morning, and many senior Toastmasters you follow, and even today you are like a tool, and many senior Toastmasters still you are getting feedback, and that's a great quality that you should always keep it up in your upcoming Toastmastering journey. And one question I see in the objective that what you like, what could have the speaker have done differently to make the speech more effective. So this point I can take as a scope of improvement. Then you are looking most of the time on the right hand side. I think we have beautiful faces also here. I don't know why you are looking on the right side. And you totally ignore me. I will do a good example you shared, like cigarette packets, the bell warning and dress code. Wonderful, very good thinking. Your thinking process, I really impressed with that one. Traffic rules, we should use a helmet, we should wear the helmet and everything. And marriage advice, that was funny and entertaining. So please keep it up. I really impressed, and I am looking forward for your next project. All the best. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Toastmaster Pankaj for the effective evaluation and the humorous one at that. The second evaluator could well be the mascot of a company, if you've all heard of Ocean Steel. And I say this because he indeed is a man of steel in what he has said about the aspect of sticking it through. In his early days of engineering, he suffered a few setbacks. And he really found the going tough. He lost a bet, and he decided that would have been a turning point in his life. He was made of sterner stuff, and he ended his career as the second topper in computer science department. Great show. Let's hear from Toastmaster Bhushan of how Toastmaster Nimesh, Neera should stick it through. Sorry, I lost the stick. It's okay. I think let Bhushan do it since Bhushan for Neera.
Challenge I have is I have the same time as about 100 for the speech. I have to be very quick because I have to learn the speech at the same time. Mark Twain once wrote that if I had more time, I would have done a shorter letter. That is the challenge which I am facing right now. There were two objectives for the speech. One was understand what is involved in making a toast. Second is prepare a toast appropriate to the occasion. I think you very well stuck with all its objectives. Let me tell you, in using the same thing which we use in our daily language, which is coding, I use that for evaluating any speeches. So C stands for content. I think content was brilliant. And we expected that. No surprises there. The organization of the speech was very fun. It had all the required attributes expected by the objectives with fun interspersed in between. So that is what I liked about it. Delivery expected that you narrate some personal incidents and connect it with anecdotes. You did that very well. And especially putting in the humor at right points is what got attention of all the thing. What I think could have been done better is your eye contact was constantly moving. That I think there is a scope for improvement there. Another thing which was expected by the speech is using of vocal variety. That could have been better. Apart from that, I think once you referred to notes, that could have avoided advanced speeches. But I think what stuck back with everyone was the humorous delivery of a speech appropriate for the occasion. Kudos to you. Toast to you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan, for the very nice and wonderful evaluation. And now, let's start with the evaluation by Toastmaster Nivedita. She hasn't given me her introduction or take on the theme, but I can tell you one thing that I haven't seen her for quite some time at Toastmasters. And if we are seeing her today, I think that tells that she sticks it out wherever she goes. Over to Toastmasters.
Thank you, dear. I'll be requesting. Nimesh. General evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and Nimesh. Nimesh, I love your topic. I'm sure everyone must have liked your topic, more for discipline, but more than that, for the weight. Right? So everyone here, though they are not so fat, still looking out for weight reduction. Correct? So congratulations for the topic selection, and more than that, your topic is well aligned with our today's theme. Stick to it. So from both the aspects, your topic selection was very good, and so your start. So your before and after, your 100 kgs to 74 was fantastic. I know because losing 5 kg is very difficult for me. So I know the value of 100 to 75. So right at the start you set the context correctly. So this was your objective. So when it comes to the body or the content, main content, you have convinced us very well with each and every precise points. And you have supported your each and every points, and that was the objective of E2. So how you are evaluated different options like from diet, food or gym, so on and so forth. And then how you have, you know very well that is when it comes to 75% diet and 25% exercise. So your each and every point is well supported with statistics. And you have tried all the options, but then how your yoga teacher had explained very well these 4 simple steps and you followed it. Correct? So in a way, audience got the point. It's not that expensive or combined gyms, but it is the simple things which we have to follow in our day-to-day practice, and for that we need that discipline. So in a way you have each and every point well explained, and last but not least, your perfect closing, that you have not visited the doctor last 9 years. So that is the most convincing statement, because what you have convinced us is not only you have reduced the weight, but you have achieved health, you have gained health, and that is the best, most important part of the entire speech. Or your discipline, you have shown the benefit of discipline. And the icing on the cake was your last quotation, the discipline is like muscle. So in short, you have achieved your objective of E2. So few recommendations. I feel people are interested in details how you achieve that. So for example, if you have something like you have missed your late night celebration with your friends, or how you stick to your exercise despite your busy schedule, so that would have had that. But all in all, to summarize, your topic was good, and you have given equally good justice. Your voice, tone, gestures were apt. I'm sure people will reach to you for your advice on weight loss.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. And now, the last evaluation, to be done by a tall Toastmaster. Tall, as far as height goes, tall in experience, and therefore, it would be blasphemous for me to introduce him in any other way. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Director Babu, for that wonderful introduction. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and last, certainly not the least, Toastmaster Nishant. What a wonderful speech. Let me begin by what I think the speaker did well. He told a story, and most importantly, he told it about himself. And even more importantly, he said it with lots of passion. I really like that. So he began a bit nervously, I thought, because when he came on the stage, I was a little flounced, a little confused as to what he was doing in terms of this little vignette where he turned his back to us and did something. I didn't understand that. However, once the speech began, I think he was in complete command over it. It takes a lot of courage to come and speak. And it takes even more courage to come and speak about something that you did in life, which is to confront the one thing that scares us all, that is our fears. So who goes to you for it? The other things that you did really well, which I really liked, the vignettes in your speech, was the characterization of Michael, with your approach on his stuff. I think without putting on an accent, you portrayed it very nicely. So I really liked that. It was very genuine. And of course the Wolf of Wall Street song and movie. And most importantly, when you came on the stage, I really liked the purpose behind your body language. I mean, you may have lost it a little bit in this minor episode at the beginning, but I think when you came on the stage with that bag in hand, there was a purpose to your body language. There was a kind of sincerity in, and I knew that you meant business right from the beginning. So these are the things that I really enjoyed about the speech. The suggestions that I have to give is in terms of rate. I think you spoke a little too rapidly at times. So I was struggling to grasp what you were saying. That is one important bit. The second bit I had is in terms of volume. You had a decent flow of voice and I think it reached well. But when you begin a sentence, the volume peters up in between and again it's up towards the end. It lacks that consistency for me to really grasp as a listener. The third thing I have is in terms of emphasis and expression. So you said very beautiful things in your speech. So when you're talking about insane thing, or when you're talking about suicidal squad, it has to be an expression. And even more importantly, very simple things which can really add a lot of flavor to your speech. Whatever goes up has to come down. So you would have actually given more emphasis and expression to your speech. And I think that brings me to the most critical recommendation. I think it's important that you edit and plan the content that you have. So for example, the VA you had in the beginning, you could have avoided that. And you could have given yourself more time to actually lend expression to your voice and emphasis to important words. Also, a little bit of content, let's say you reference Toastmasters a bit. You know, it works well in a lot of situations, especially when that adds content to your speech. But I think you can avoid that. All that reference in numerology, I think was brilliant in terms of as long as you were sticking to your story, which was the flight. But then you went on to speak about the rest of it, and you diverted us. So all in all, a great speech, and most importantly, I have to commend you because you linked your speech and your act of courage to self-love. So that was very, very beautiful, and kudos to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natarajan, for that very crisp evaluation. I'm sure all the speakers today have pulled out, as he said, minutes of information for them to improve their future speeches. And also all other non-speakers who have listened carefully to the evaluations, I'm sure can pick up a few tips for their own speeches in future. May I ask the timer to tell us the timings for the evaluation session?
Toastmaster contest took 3 minutes, 8 seconds. Three minutes, 8 seconds. Toastmaster Devendra, 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Toastmaster Natarajan, 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Last but not least, Toastmaster Bhushan, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. 1 minute.
Thank you very much. Now we can vote for 3 of this. Vote for Toastmaster Pankaj Shah, Toastmaster Natarajan, Toastmaster Bhushan. We give you 30 seconds for that. Okay, so now let us get on with our evaluation session. I now call upon the role players for the evening. First up, Toastmaster Saurabh to tell us how speakers have fared on the R counter. Toastmaster Saurabh.
Toastmaster Sachin, for the Dutch word 6 palm. Filler words 2 line, 1 okay. 2 this. Filler phrases 5 you know. Long pauses 2, short pauses 1. Repeat word, other one. 1 time, and this 1 time. Toastmaster Nimesh 1 hour, 2 filler phrases, you know 2, I mean 1, and 1 short process. Toastmaster Prashant 1 okay, 1 so. Repeat word yes yes 1 time, short process 1. Toastmaster Nirav 1 but, 1 short process. Toastmaster Pankaj 5 up, 1 so, 2 units, 1 IP, and the repeat word 1 you. Toastmaster Nivedita 16 so, 1 line. Toastmaster Rajan 1 so, 1 you know. Toastmaster Bhushan 1 so. Toastmaster Mudit 1 up, 1 but, 1 short process, and repeat word what 1 time, about is 1 time, 30 seconds 1 time. Toastmaster Maxwell 2 up, 1 short process. For the table topics, Toastmaster Dinesh 1 up, 1 but, 1 line. Toastmaster Ritesh 6 up, 3 so, 1 you know, and 2 repeat words is. Kapil 1 up, 1 short process. Toastmaster Prashant 1 up, 1 filler word but, 1 so. Toastmaster Prashant I have repeat word 1 time. Toastmaster Hitesh 1 so, and Toastmaster Dinesh 1 up, 2 so, 1 you.
Thank you, Toastmaster sir, for that very, very exhaustive evaluation. And now, for the grammarian of the day. Put your hands together. Welcome.
So first I will tell you the misuse of language. Journey of advice continues. So it would be a journey of advice continues. It is fast. How many of us follow? How many of us consume? Put the seatbelt, wear the seatbelt. Travel to the journey of Toastmaster. Journey of Toastmaster. Shaking my head, I was shaking. Gave an enthusiasm, he motivated me. Upcoming Toastmaster journey could have been in your journey of Toastmasters. I really impressed, I am really impressed. That would have added value, that would have added value. Another creative language usage. Smoking is injurious to health. 75% food habits are bad. Drop it out for me. And 25% exercise. Self-discipline is a habit, you should do it. I didn't get the rest. The more you exercise, the more you get muscles. What goes up comes down. Keep your target low. It's your heart what says. Opposite poles attract each other. And it is a great poem. Getting there, being there, done that. Take it on your chest. And CRC is caramel raspberry and chocolate. I had more time, I would have written some more. Wrong pronunciation of words will be, the following words would have been pronounced properly. Argument, swallow, funeral, eloquence, post, mind-blowing, transmission, logical, and silent. That's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aishwarya. I suppose we've completed with all the role plays for the evening. We started a new protocol, I don't know whether it's existed before, but when I was talking to the VPE and the timer, all roles are going to be timed, including mine. So I have to be very careful now when I give my general evaluation on the entire session. I think that's a great way of keeping tab on time, and let's stick to it as long as we can. First up, on the session itself, it started well on time. It's now become by default, I think, for Bombay Toastmasters, and I think it's a fantastic practice. I think we should be landing on time. The Sergeant at Arms, as usual, was fantastic in all that she did for us at the beginning. He came late, but yes, was there, snacks. The announcements, fantastic. But what I really liked was the way she brought the session to life with that huge, enthusiastic round of applause. Sometimes we tend to underestimate or underplay the role of the Sergeant at Arms. Does a lot before the session starts and makes it very smooth. And I think she really deserves a huge round of applause. Our club is known for protocol, and I think the president was fantastic when it came to protocol. His introduction of new members was spot on. Handing over of manuals was a great thing, because many a time I found that new members are lost. They are in the dark about when they will be getting their manuals. So I think it's a great practice, and we have to ensure that when the introduction is done, we should be able to handle manuals every time. The introduction of the guests, fantastic, and even the guests definitely introduce themselves very articulately. That's a great thing. The handing over and the taking over seems to be working well, except for a few hiccups here and there. And I think it should become better and better as we go. Now on the role players, I don't have much to say. We had a great mix of speeches. P2, P6 and ACB1, and what I really liked about the speeches was a great mix of speeches. We had themes on advice, on health, on skydiving, that was great, and Meera raising us toast. Though I was trying to figure out who the characters were. I thought there were some new members who had joined our club, but I think that was not to be. Evaluations, again, spot on. I'm sure that all of us have got something out of the evaluation, as I said earlier. Role players, the counter, timer, done roles very well. I wasn't too sure whether you mentioned about the word of the day usage. Did I not hear? No, nobody used it. Okay, I have a small suggestion there, rather two. One is, I feel the word, though it should be new, something new for a postmaster, I think it should be easy on the tongue, it should be usable, and something which people might use repeatedly. So we need to pick up words which are easy to hear, easy to speak. That's one thing which and I thought that this word had got submerged or rather gone to the other side of the board. Our practice in where I used to be was this word of the day used to be dominantly displayed. Maybe you can stick up a paper out here, because at the end of the day we are not testing memory, we want people to use the word, but perhaps practice it over and over again. So it should be visible as far as possible. Table topics master, fantastic. And what I liked most about was the friendliness with which you started the table topic session. You used the word assist. I will assist the speakers. And I think that brought a great deal of comfort, particularly to those newcomers or those speakers or even some veterans like me who still fumble a little bit while on stage. I think that's a very nice way of bringing Toastmasters to a comfort level. And you were also very courteous which again was a very, very nice thing. Toastmaster of the day. I have very few words to describe the session. Maybe one word may describe it all: seamless. I think we should give a huge round of applause. Excellent team, I must say, and a very detailed introduction of all the role players. Shows you've taken a lot of time and effort to understand what people wanted to describe about the theme. Just a few points perhaps to end up the session with. I thought the G got into the background. I was trying to figure out what the G is. And then I had to really come close to the board and I realized it was myself. So I think we can do better than, do a little better with our parents here. I'm sure we can invest a little bit and get some nice friends. While everything is displayed on the board very well, sometimes I do think that it's a little bit cluttered. We've got to look for, like I slipped up probably. It's not an excuse, but I think maybe we can have some boxes or lines. I don't know how it can be done, but perhaps a little more friendly to the eye so that we can understand what's being written. I mentioned about the word of the day. Nothing really otherwise, everything spot on. Just one small suggestion. I was talking to Dr. Jignesh and we were exchanging some words on how Toastmasters function in other places as well. Now we had Bombay Toastmasters have this problem of speech slots. I don't know how it is now, whether we are all comfortable. But he was mentioning about a club where the membership is good, but there are only about 6 or 7 who attend the club. And virtually they have no speakers. Now I was just wondering whether if it is possible to have joint sessions with such clubs where the speech slots can be, it works both ways, where you can have speakers speaking there. Their session is conducted by them and we have here, yes I know, but perhaps we can do it on a regular basis, maybe once in 2 months or 3 months, so that it eases up the position of speeches. There are many new people cannot get speech slots. So that's just one point. But otherwise I think it was a great session and full house again. Thank you all guests who have come and good round of applause for all of you.
As I was growing as a speaker, I was always looking out for extraordinary people who had extraordinary stories into how they came out of the game. As I grew up as a coach, I realized that seemingly ordinary people who have smiles on their faces have faced so much adversity in their life before and have overcome it. That's something that our role players reminded us today. And I wish we all could hear stories from every one of you, but I believe you were lucky enough to know the stories, the inspiration stories from the role players over there. That reminds me once again of something that I say in many of my seminars, that you don't have to be extraordinary to do extraordinary, you have to do extraordinary to be extraordinary. So thank you role players for reminding us of that day. Hope you had a great session. Passing it on to the presiding officer, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mudit. What a great session it was. Did you all enjoy it? Yes. Please vote for the best of the big three in the voting slips that you have. That is the best of the Toastmaster of the day, Mudit, or the table talking master Maxwell, or the general evaluator Babu. Please vote for one of them and pass your votes down the aisle so someone can collect them. And while the votes are being counted, we can have a small discussion. You're a guest, right? You're a guest. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Munindra Kumar Bharti, and I come here for good English and good speaking. So I got 12 Toastmasters. So it's good speaking. Okay, sir.
Another guest, please. Nishan. Another Nishan.
Not Nishan, Nishan actually, that happens a lot. So I'm Nishan with a B. So end of a direction, it's an oxymoron. So this is my first ever time as a guest at one of the meetings, and I say I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to coming here at least a couple more times, and then until I actually become a member. And I think my friend Beba, who brought me here, thanks a lot. And yeah, I had a nice time, nice seeing all of you, and I hope to see you all again sometime soon.
I recently graduated from Punjab University in Media Communication, and right now I'm a little bit nervous. It's okay. Because in front of the public, Toastmasters, your experts here, I think, and I think this is a great platform for guys like me. So much nervous speaking in front of this guy. So it's great, and today's session was great. Thank you.
Yes, please.
The genuine guest.
Yes.
I had a good time today. I really enjoyed the constructive criticism that was given them. It helps us in improving ourselves. And also the fact that there is no fear of being judged. So I think that really helps for someone who wants to overcome the fear, stage fear, especially when it comes to public speaking or facing the crowd. So I look forward to more such sessions. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Colasso. I'm a Toastmaster from Wacky Toastmasters Club. I was a Toastmaster for nearly 2 years, and it was like a fish in a pond that, within our club, I used to see everything and think that this is how the world is. But then as I participated at the area level and I went to division level, that's where I met people from different clubs. I met Babu and Hasnain and Arvind. And when I listened, I thought that I should just not be in the club, but I should go out and see that how it is at different clubs. That's when Durga from our club told me that he visits Bombay Toastmasters and he was a member. And let's go someday. And finally today, I came here and it was a good experience seeing that how things are different as compared to our club. And I've got some good learnings which I'm sure we can implement and it will be good for our club. Thanks.
Genuine Toastmasters.
Yes, please. You're a Toastmaster, but from a completely different district, at least from Bangalore.
these speakers. So indeed, it was a good learning experience at Bombay Toastmasters, and I look forward to becoming a member over here.
For some announcements, the next meeting we are having on the 8th of July. It's a special meeting as a new ExCom will be inducted. Details will follow soon.
Installed.
Pardon?
New ExCom will be installed.
Okay, I stand corrected. Sorry, the new ExCom will be installed. It's going to be a dinner meeting, so look out. Don't ignore the mails. You will have something coming. Yes, please. Big Jai Big Jai we have to take care of Meera. Of course, he proposed the course. Of the batch. Now I have the results in hand. And for the best speaker, Nimesh.
Stick with the smile.
I hope to lose 25 kilos. Let me say you. The best table topic speaker, Shitej. What are you doing?
Mudit lucky mascot.
For this, I would like to thank Mudit.
And the best of the big three, Mudit. Because of Shitej. Thank you so much. With this, we come to an end of meeting number 228. Our next meeting will be held on the 8th of July. The venue will be announced soon. Keep watch out for your mailbox. In your mailbox, you will receive